go back to the Dodger Stadium example. So you're targeting, let's say, beer drinkers who happen to be at that game. So we've got the right place, we've got the geo-targeting, the right time, you've got the segmented day parting. And are you able to now go more granular and make sure that you're only targeting people that have proved through behavioral targeting that they do drink beer? So in other words, I don't drink beer, so you're not going to target me, but you might target my boyfriend, for example?
Yeah, so I think that's a good idea, and that's why right person is so key and important. You can't just base it off of time or day parting and venue, because you're going to waste money again, right? So you're going to say, hey, look, I'm showing, these kids, right now every kid, every child that I've seen in the last year has a mobile device or like, a tablet or an iPhone. They're just like surfing around and playing games and all this crazy stuff. So it's very, very likely that they're going to be seeing your beer ads if you're just doing that, and you're going to get in a bunch of trouble. So yeah, through behavioral targeting and leveraging the segmented data that the DMP has, you should be able to target users that have behaviors that are in line with being interested in beer. One is age. That's very important, right? So you can age gate from that potentially. You could also, brand affinity for certain types of, not just interests, but products and also potentially beers too, and beer as well. And then in addition to that, CRM data too, because a lot of these brands have a lot of CRM data, so we could match that with users. So there's a variety of ways of getting to the right person. It's not just one behavioral targeting segment through one DMP. It's a variety of ways.
Okay. How granular can we get in theory?
It depends on the data providers and the brand's interest, right? So, I haven't seen a lot of applications for this in direct response, although we did do one campaign for McDonald's a while back, and it was like really trying to conquest on Burger King on the breakfast. It was called Breakfast Warriors or something like that. Breakfast Warriors. It's a mad, crazy world in breakfast. Let me tell you. So yeah, these guys want to conquest, and it's McDonald's, and they want to hit all the people that go into Burger King and hit them with a coupon and show hey, there's an incentive to come here now. Things like that, right? So it could be like things that you could derive interest from where they are located as well. So not always is it very important to be super granular, depending on the campaign's requirement. By the way, that was a direct response campaign, the McDonald's thing. They they want people to download coupons and stuff like that. So that was interesting. So classic DR, the kind of stuff that affiliates do, like what what can be you could target very specifically. Anytime geo is important, I think this can be very, very effective. So if you're looking for specific types of people, that are in geo. So we're working on a campaign right now with a flooring company. They do, they're like a really big hardwood floor company for, people when they remodel their homes. They're basically, they want to get the people that are interested in remodeling their homes to request this brand of flooring from contractors and designers and stuff like that, right? So what we're really focused on right now is, hey, the hours to target these people, their locations, right? So we could say, hey, what are the most affluent neighborhoods? Because stuff's expensive. Let's target those neighborhoods. People that have shown interest in home, architecture, remodeling, stuff like that. We could work on getting those data segments from our partners and DMPs, or we could look at our own data and we can say, hey, who's visited like sites like House and Dwell and Architectural Digest and places like that. We have that data, and target them with ads in certain geographic range and a certain a range of time, hours. So they're home, they're looking at ads. Great, this is a good target for you potentially. So, it's very, you can get pretty creative with this stuff, but it's really leveraging geography. That's a big part of it, and day parting.
Yeah, okay. So is this something that advertisers can play with on their own, or is it only on the managed platform?
Yeah, so I think this is on a managed service basis, because it's really it's up to us with the client to decide what type of data is appropriate for them, and I think that is really a full service kind of thing. So yeah,
Okay.
it is full service.
So can they come to you with a list and say, I definitely want to target this type of person, this time, this place, and then let you guys kind of take it from there?
Absolutely, and really, I think it comes back to the KPIs of the campaign. What are the goals, right? And once we determine what the goals are, we can kind of look at this as a solution for that too. There might be other ways to get to it, or we might determine that hey, we really don't need any behavioral targeting. We just need day partying and what we call event targeting, which is really targeting venues at certain times, right? So and that could be a McDonald's or I wouldn't target just one because you won't spend much money at all. But like stuff like that. Let's hit specific venues at certain times, and go from there. Now it doesn't work for all types of campaigns, but there are some that it does work well for. Now the brands are really excited about this, and can you imagine hey, Starbucks, they're going to be releasing some really cool new beverages for the holidays. And they want to leverage this for sure. Dunkin' Donuts is doing a bunch of stuff like that. They want to conquest on Starbucks. All these conquesters, it's gonna be crazy. So we're working on packages right now with people within your town, Heather, in Las Vegas. And so imagine the nightclub groups having something like this. Oh, you're waiting in line at I won't say the name of the nightclubs because they're all the owners of these clubs. Are all, but
okay.
And so I hope they watch this video. But it's like, hey, we're standing in line at this nightclub, and all of a sudden we're surfing the internet, obviously, because there's nothing else to do, and we see ads for another group that cut the line right now. If you click here, put in your name in a form, and go there, they're waiting for you. You can steal a bunch of business that way, right? So
yeah.
And so that stuff's really easy to do. Or imagine loyalty in casinos. Harris group, I'm sure they want to, conquest on the other group, and they want to target their players, and it's very easy for us to do that. So that kind of stuff is going to be a lot of fun, and and everyone's very, very receptive to hearing about this. So.
Right. Okay. So someone's gambling at MGM Grand, and they get an ad. If you come over to Harrah's, we'll give you $100 in free slot play or whatever.
I don't know the jargon for gambling, and
I don't really either, but that much I do know. So, yeah. Okay. So, Ted, you mentioned that you guys are going to be at a few events coming up. Tell me more about that.
Yeah. So we have ASC coming up in the next couple days, I believe. Right? Yeah. So it's next week, Sunday through Tuesday, I believe. We'll be there. We'll have meat market and booth. Both, so it'd be great to see people there. What's the meat market table number, Sydney? 618 is our meat market table number, and our booth is 6012 is our booth for ASC. So that'd be exciting. So we have that going on. It's the other phone, James. Sorry about that. So we have that going on. In addition to that, we have De Mexico, which is in Colton, otherwise known as Cologne.
Okay.
So we'll be there. We'll be meeting with publishers and demand partners, etc. So excited for that as well. There might be some other stuff coming on, and after that, there's always AdTech New York and possibly London. So
nice. All right. So if someone's watching and now they're intrigued by the state of mind targeting or the event targeting, geo-targeting, anything else that you guys are offering, and they want to find out more about the platform, what's the next step?
Yeah, you can email me directly. It's ted@engagebdr.com. I'd love to hear from you and talk a little bit more about that and connect you with the right folks that could help you get started right away.
Nice. Okay. Thanks so much, Ted. It's been great talking to you as always, and some great, exciting new stuff you've got. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Heather.